Alrighty, here we have today what I like to call advanced installation. We have a really big screen enclosure and a customer that wants a really elaborate install. So starting over here by the pool equipment, okay, we got our standard outlet, which we installed a weatherproof housing. It came with, obviously, here's the old one. Now anytime you do installations outdoors, you always want to run down to Home Depot, get yourself a nice bubble-proof housing so that when it rains, the water will sheet over your electric and you just avoids a service call. Over here, we mounted our pump. As you can see, it's going to be protected under a little bit of overhang, so it's not directly in the rain, but all the components of the pump are waterproof. Now, if you had any pumps in 2009, you'll notice that down here, the inlet solenoid, which is this device right here, okay, the inlet solenoid, this was oriented in the up position, and if water gets in here, then you're going to have some problems with shorting out. So now that it's oriented in the down direction, it's not going to cause us any problems because the water is going to sheet right off of it. The pressure switch, which is the first thing that the water sees, which is back here, and it also has another cord that runs, the other cord, you can see it right there. That cord runs back up into the pump, and we'll talk about that more later. But the pressure switch is what senses the water pressure coming in. Then it tells the pump, if it sees water pressure coming here, then this can open up and let water flow through the pump, and then it tells the pump to turn on. So then it comes out of the pump, we go down underground and around, and over there you can see where we've gone under the soil. So starting over here, our water source started over there, and it runs over here to our filters. It flows through the sediment filter first, then it flows through the calcium, and then into the inlet of the pump. Alright, we're going to go ahead and turn it on. And we just turned it on, and you're going to get a red light. See, when we hit this on, the red light does come on, but it didn't come on, so that tells me one thing. Either I don't have any water pressure, or I don't have power. But I know that I have power because the light came on, but here I'm pushing down on the button. This is the quick and easy way to check and see if I have water. I'm not getting anything. So, that tells me that I need to turn the water on. So, we will walk over here and we installed a little hose splitter off of his splitter actually. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that on. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that this is on. So we're good. Now something else you can do for your customer is like this guy right here is he's leaking water, and so it probably means that one of his O-rings in here is messed up. You can also do that, while you're here, because you want to leave that on all the time, and you don't want that to cause a big water bill, so to say. So a little upsell, either do it for the quality or just do it to be nice. So there's our pump setup over there. Just installs just nice and easy like the rest of the equipment. So now what we've done is we've run over and along here. Try to keep most of it outside as you can. And out there we've got kind of some elaborate stuff going on. Like I said, this is an elaborate installation. So before we came in the screen, we wanted to tee it as many times as we wanted. We started with our high flow of our 3/8 tubing. Then we came in here and we teed it, and we teed it again. We basically have four home runs, okay? One of them is going to run up the back side here, which I'll hop around and show you. Actually, we've got two. So one of those valves is going up it actually goes down, and then it goes up the back side, and it runs down along there, and it goes over there to our fans, okay? So we can see the fans right now are shooting out mist. Now I'm going to go ahead and throw one of these ball valves, and that is going to turn off our fans, which it just did. So he wanted everything on its own individual circuit. So we've got one ball valve over here that turns off the fans. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn them back on. Okay. Then we also have another ball valve that's right here that controls his mist curtain, which is up here. Okay, so nice and easy, just a ball valve off, turning it off. As you can see, it's off, and then I'm going to turn it on. Okay, so what we've done along here is a really cool installation. He had a concrete beam header And so what we did was we took a tile grinder, really easy to use, and they're not so bad if you don't currently own one, and we just cut a trough into the beam. So I'll zoom in for you. So we just cut into that and recess our stainless steel tubing about a ½ inch, and all that's going to be left once the stucco guy comes back is you'll just have a nice, flush installation with your nozzle just protruding out of the stucco. But what this creates is what we call a mist curtain, and you get this nice curtain of mist. Okay. Now, one important thing to notice about a mist curtain is that the mist is going to go whichever way it wants. So right now, it's pretty much a calm day. There's really no wind in the sky, but if you look closely, you can see the mist is being blown this way. So there's always a wind current outside, and very rarely do you get a completely stagnant day, which can be good and bad. It's good because it doesn't necessarily, create a ton of fog in here, and so you are getting airflow with new air going in here, but you're succumb to whichever way the wind is blowing. So let's say you're having your party over here, and the wind is blowing this way. Well, you're going to still be hot. So that's why the mist fans over here are so nice, because this is going to direct the mist whichever way you want it to go. The mist fans are not on right now just for purposes of showing you the video, but the nice thing is you can point the cooler air whichever way you want it to go. Alright, on to zone 3. Zone 3 over here is the misters in the flower bed. So we wanted to kind of create like a pool fog effect. So I'm going to back up a little bit. And we've got these. This is an after construction installation, so it's kind of hard to really get them like down at the pool side. But you can weave them when it's rock like this. You can weave them through the rock and kind of get them at the pool level, which we've done a couple of. And then we just did a copper riser for the rest of them. Just a little copper riser that sticks up in the flower bed. You can put a 45 on it or even a 90 to shoot it forward. Show you a couple little unique things we did here. Put a little extender on there, and that one's shooting out over the pool. And then we kind of did the same thing right there and over there. Now right now the wind is actually picking up, as you can see, and the wind is actually kind of blowing the mist away. Now in an early morning time with no wind, you'll get some fog effect, usually starting at about 20 to 30 nozzles.